Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 2 for 1 Special Podcast. My name is Randall, and with me, as always, my boy LJ and the OG Dad himself. Man, y'all go ahead and say what up to these folks, man.
What's up?
What's
What's up?
up?
All right, everybody. Now, welcome back. To another episode. Now, a whole bunch of stuff went down since the last time we came on this thing, and all hell broke loose. But we gon' me and LJ gonna talk about our situation later on. But Dad, you was in the group chat saying that you said a whole bunch of stuff in the group chat. But
I said I said a lot.
yeah, you said a lot. But you said I forgot what you said. But you said you're gonna hold off until we come on here today. So go ahead and get whatever off your chest. Go ahead and tell these listeners what you got on your chest.
All right. Um. So we are at the best time of the year for football right now. Everything's going good. Playoffs are starting and stuff like that. But college football has a problem, and it's the first round bye. Because if you look at it right now, there is zero advantage to having the first round bye.
All right.
There's zero advantage. Somebody said, "Oh, you get a break, you can rest your players." It's almost like a 3 week break, and that's too much. That's too much for players. And like even in the first round, right? The higher seeds get a home game. What do the first round bye people? They get nothing. 2 of the 4 games when teams had to bye, two out of 4 of them didn't score in the first half because they were rusty. Their offense wasn't in sync and stuff like that. Indiana is an outlier for my whole argument. Indiana makes my argument look bad because they just blew the brakes off of Alabama, which Alabama should have been in the second round anyway. They should have lost in the first round.
Right.
But I digress.
I don't think it make your argument bad because 5 out of the last 6 teams, right?
Yeah, are out.
That are out.
Yes.
So it doesn't make your argument look bad. It just Indiana is an outlier because Indiana has a head coach that gets his players ready to play.
Yeah. My thing is like there needs to be either like the second round needs to be home games again, or something like that, or and the first round needs to be the bowl games, and second round needs to be the home games, or something. I don't know, but like having the first round bye almost seems detrimental at this point, and like I don't understand why or what's going on with that. And how do we fix it? Like, do we fix it by not giving by still giving a bye and not?
It'll be fixed next season.
You think so?
Yeah,
Because they have to notice it, right? They have to notice what happened.
right. So this is how they're going to fix it because it already looked like they're going to do this anyway. They're going to up it to 16 teams. It's the next I think they said they were going to do, and with 16 teams, I say you let the opponent pick. So the top 4 teams get to pick whoever they want to play out of the bottom 6. How you do that number? I don't know.
Now, how do you do that? And just lose? You know, like somebody gonna pick James Madison and lose, and then like it'd be looking real dumb in the end.
Right. That's on you. You should have picked Jay Medicine. And the only thing about it is you can't pick. Alright, this is just me. You can't pick anybody in conference. It has to be somebody out of conference. If it's possible. Now, if it's not possible, then whatever. But you have to pick somebody out of conference. But it can be whoever you want out of the top 16 teams.
Right. It was like watching the games, like because like being here on the West Coast, I woke up early to watch that Texas Tech game, and there was like hardly any score. It was not a fun game to watch. Defensively, I guess it was cool, but like just like in the game itself, it wasn't a fun game to watch. So like in saying all that, like it's like there has to be an incentive to wanting to run the table, to wanting to get the first round bye. And right now, if unless you're Indiana, there was zero incentive. Like it hurt you more than it helped you.
Nick Saban, when they were playing, when Alabama playing what you call, I forgot, Indiana, I think. He came up with an idea on how to fix this bye week stuff. I forgot what he said, but he did say something about it. But do you actually believe that them being off for like a week or two really caused them to lose the game?
The extra week does not help because I understand like a 1 week bye, that's
Yeah.
fine. But once the conference championship is done, right? You have the week of the Army Navy. Okay, that's 1 week, and then you have the playoff week after that. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 weeks for the bye, and then there's a day near another week just so we can match up between the New Year's and New Year's Day. That's day near 3 weeks off.
Right.
Of just practicing, but you're not practicing hard because you don't want to hit each other. You don't want each other to get hurt. So it's like it's not real contact for 3 weeks. So it messes with you. So I would say I'm not saying it's the sole reason, but it's a reason.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this, Dad. LJ, you can chime in on this too. The NFL does it, but nobody questioned it. Why are they questioning it now with college?
Ain't the NFL only 1 week?
It's only 1 week by though. That's what I'm saying. It's 1 week.
Oh, it's one week. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot they at the championship, they get like a week. Yeah. I'm sure. So your solution, they should follow the NFL, only have 1 week.
Either no, because you can't cut out the Army Navy thing. Like
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Or should they at least wait till every? Do you believe they need to push Army and Navy, or wait till like the
No,
week?
you can't. Well, you can't touch that game.
Okay.
No, that is a tradition. You can't touch that tradition.
Gotcha.
But it's. I'll say this: like it's becoming a problem. Like it is becoming a problem. Like okay. So check this out. All Georgia, right?
Mm-hmm.
They played Alabama in the what you call it, bowl in the SEC championship, December 6th. Okay. Their next game was January 1st.
Damn.
I literally had to look up right now. So like, I know I'm not tripping, but yes, the next game was January 1st.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just messes up your whole flow at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a point. I don't know. But they would, like LJ mentioned earlier, they was talks of extending it again to add more teams to the bracket.
And they're also talking about giving Notre Dame a freebie if they get the top 12. But
That right there, that's ridiculous. I know they should not do that. No, that's different. Now, if they rank five, if they rank 5 and up, that's a different story.
Right.
Now how this was this year? See, now that's now you got to figure out. Okay, we got to put somebody in here now. Now I would say the 11 and 12 team, it's become a blur. But them two teams, in my opinion, should have not been in there.
One of them should have got it, not both at this point.
Even though one of them, I forgot which one. Even though one of them won their division championships, they need to fix that too, cause you got colleges, you got different schools who's ranked higher than JMU or whatever college 1A conference. And their schedule in conference is not that hard as the other colleges. That's one thing they need to fix on that too. Is depending on what rank the college is, and if they want to win the conference, they need to figure that out. In my opinion.
Okay, so will anybody be mad if we just make a group of 4 or 5? It's a group of 5, right? Or, yeah, it's the top. It's the Power four in a group of five. Would anybody be mad if you just made a group of five playoff?
How many teams will be in there if you do like that?
Same amount.
Same amount.
And they get two. They get the pop top bowl that everybody loves now, and another bowl. I don't know which one.
You on mute? You on mute that?
No, you can't do that. You can't do that because like it's almost you almost make it seem like it's a Division II bowl at that point. Like it's a consolation type thing. Like you give them the bowls, because like some of these smaller schools be winning these bowl games too. So it's not like no big schools win too, but it's like if you feel like you're a school that's playoff ready and you don't get in because you're a smaller school, it's gonna cause some headaches. It's gonna cause some lawsuits. You know, like so we can't that shouldn't be an option. Like it's just like the team's gonna feel left out. So
now hold on. Let me before you say anything, OJ. How about this? The NBA. I forgot when they introduced this. They introduced elimination rounds, where in order to be in the 11 and 12 seed, 4 other teams gotta play. Do you think they should do something similar to that in college football?
a play-in.
A play-in.
Here's my problem. Here's my problem with the play-in. It makes the first round bye even longer. Like they have to play the play and then wait a week until the next round starts. Because again, you have to give Army and Navy their own week. Like you can't have any other games. Because like if you have 2 playing games the same week as Army and Navy, nobody's watching Army and Navy.
So all this falls on the Army and Navy.
It's not Army Navy fault though. No, it's
I
like,
gonna blame it
yeah,
on Army.
No, I was just saying. But that's the only way I can see it actually help. Because if you put it like this, it would have been Texas and whoever the 11th seed was, they would have had to play, and then it would have been the 12th seed versus Notre Dame or Vanderbilt. One on, right?
Nah, I'm not sure.
You know, okay, but
Notre Dame was the first one out.
okay, so it would have been Notre Dame versus whoever 12, and then whoever who was who was second out,
BYU, I believe.
and then it would be BYU versus whoever the 11th seed or 12th seed.
So I can't disparage. I think it was Tulsa. Was it Tulsa that was in?
It was James Madison
Jay Madison and somebody else.
and
Anyway.
James Madison somebody else.
JMU. And,
Yeah,
actually,
Yeah.
no. Who was it?
SMU.
No, it wasn't SMU.
SMU was last year.
But like either way, they should not. They earned their way to be in the playoff. So I can't say that they me saying they shouldn't be in there is factually wrong because they actually earned their way in there. Tulane, but they actually earned their way in there. But it's just like they had a bad showing. They had a real bad showing. So I'm sure Notre Dame's complaining. I'm more worried about the team with the first round buys than anything.
Okay, so here's the thing. They already have other games other than Army and Navy on that day.
What is it?
Because this year they had, now to be fair, it was tier 2 schools playing.
Okay,
It
so
wasn't
but
Army
like
and Navy.
but it's not Division 1 though. So
Right.
like
But they still have teams. So how about this? Army and Navy they still get their day. Let it be Saturday. But the day before, like we have in now, Thursday and Friday, you have the play-in games. Saturday is Army Navy, and then Sunday we see who plays who. The top teams.
There you go.
So are we? Okay, let me ask this though, because you might think it might not matter, but it does. Will big noon kickoff and college game day still be an Army Navy if we still have playing games the week before?
You make it happen.
Okay,
I
Hey,
mean,
yeah,
you
they
get
can
what I'm
make
saying.
it happen.
You get what I'm saying though, right? Because
I
I
get
know,
what you're saying. But I think they make it happen. The reason they make it happen is one is Army and Navy. They're gonna look bad if you're not there. And then two, they don't have to do the game. They can do one of the games from, they can do the Thursday night game or the Friday, either one game. They can do it at Army and Navy. I don't think too many people are gonna be upset about them
no,
being
you're right. They could do that.
somewhere else.
They could do that.
But they most definitely we can all game talk. We can all agree that they do need to fix the playoff bracket some type of way, or fix how teams get in the bracket. Pretty much.
Right.
So, but I think they need to do that, especially in how this year was, how all these teams was very close to each other. They need to play a playing tournament. If you had like multiple teams that close to each other, that have that amount of same records to fight, that's fighting for the 11 or 12 seed, I say go with a playing tournament. Have the first two who's out, and then the other lower conference who, the teams who won a conference, but the conference ain't not really that good, like how we had this year. Have them two teams versus the first two out, and then boom, there you go. Those whoever win those two be 11 or 12 seed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's that. Now, LJ, you talk. Tell what's going on. What we got going on at Auburn? Why everybody leaving? Why you believe this new QB head coach gonna change the program? Well, not change the program. But you pretty much know what I'm saying. But explain to the people what the hell going on at Auburn.
So, what's going on at Arbor is a mass exodus, and it's bigger than a mass exodus than a lot of these other teams we're going through. But it's a it's fair. So, a lot of our really good players and some people that really was coming off the bench, but
Right.
mainly on the offensive side of the ball. We had our talent off on the offensive side of the ball. We just didn't have a QB yet.
Right.
There were still people still thought Deuce Knight, or they still think Deuce Knight could have been the future of Auburn, but he decided to go into the transfer portal and leave. So did Cam Coleman. So did Perry Thompson. A lot of people on that offensive side of the ball either are graduating or are leaving in the portal and looking like they're going to find new homes at other places. It really sucks to lose. I was fine losing some of those receivers because I thought we was going to get other receivers. The only receiver I did not want to lose was Cam Coleman, and the reason for that is because Cam Coleman was that guy. Did he have a bad game against Alabama? Yes, he did. But he really had a great season, and he was that guy for us that whole season long, and one of the reasons why we was always so close to winning the game as well. But, and these are just rumors and things that I have seen online. Do not know any of that is credible. It seems like Hugh Freeze and that team had a lot of problems. Uh, they had some leadership problems. They had some accountability problems, and now the new coach is trying to fix those issues. And a lot of the guys. So one of the things is that the new head coach is doing this incentive program. Supposedly, this is all just stuff I've seen online.
Right.
What it is he's so the example I gave was okay, Cam, I'm gonna give you $2 million up front. I know you want four, but I'm gonna give you $2 million up front, and then you play for the next $2 million. So if you get this many yards after a catch, you get another million. If you get this many catches this season, you get another million. That's what he was trying to do for a lot of those players, but a lot of those players wasn't hearing that because how it used to be was that Hugh Freeze would just give them all the money up front and then they play out the season. Um, and it gives if you go by that rumor, it makes it look like they didn't have the ambition or drive to actually go do that. But again, those are all rumors, and who knows what the truth is. But I knew a lot of people was going to leave. That, like I said, the only person I did not want leaving was Ken Coleman. But in the end, he still could come back. But I think he's gone in somebody's. I think he's going to Texas A&M. That was really the only two big. Well, not only two, but that was his two big choices was either Auburn and Texas A&M. Auburn squeaked out just a little bit. I think he's going back to Texas A&M. Deuce Knight seems to be going to Ole Miss for some reason, and we in the end get USF quarterback. So I'm not going to sit here and say like I saw every USF game. I didn't see. No, I saw one. I think I saw the Florida game, but statistically, and what have I've seen around, the internet, he should be a Heisman candidate for next year if he stays on this progression that he's going on. And as long as, which he should, because he practically has his whole offense except for the line. He has his running back there. He has 3 out of his 4 receivers there. He got his tight end there. All the starters on offense are there other than the offensive line people. So that playbook is going to be pretty much there, and it's just going to be plug and play, right? They know how to play and go. I'm not worried about the defense. DJ Durkin, I know we lost some defensive players. DJ Durkin going to have that defense fine. No issues there. The only issue they're really going to be is for we have to see what this offense looks like and get these guys who are playing at USF. Sure enough, so a lot of them probably could play D1 ball anyway, but we'll get to see can they really handle an SEC offense all year. They didn't have to. They played Florida. They didn't have to face Alabama. They didn't have to face Georgia. You see, it gets a little different when you face those teams on a weekly basis. So it'll be interesting to see, but I think it's going to be. I think we're in for a good time next year. I think we get 7 wins at least. At least 7.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
I'm just throwing it out there that LJ failed to mention that Cam Coleman also visit somewhere else.
He's not going to USC there. I'm sorry.
How do you know? How do you know? Like, he has a visit there, don't he?
He does.
We decided the number 1 corner in the transfer portal. We signed him. Okay, he had other visits. And he was like, "Nah, USC is where I want to be."
Kept Coleman staying in the SEC. He's going to Ole Miss. Not Ole Miss. That's Deuce Knight. He's going to Texas A&M. It's okay, Dad. I'm glad you believe. It's good to have hope.
I'm just saying there's an option. You said there was no chance that he's gonna come to our school. I'm saying there's a chance.
They paid him a lot to go visit. I'm sure they did. But,
do you have insight on the family or something like that? So for a fact that I'm just saying if it happens,
they paid him a nice room and
I just want to know. I just want to let you know that if he does go to USC, the text is immediate. Okay, it's going to be immediate.
I'm gonna say this: the reason why I kept on spamming 5 and 7. I'm waiting for week 6. They not no unranked SEC team. I want them to face a high ranked, top 15 and most SEC team.
That's every.
Well, yeah, it is. But not. Well, I don't know. Well,
No, that's every opponent for Auburn because Auburn has the three toughest, well, the two
we up
toughest
there.
opponents.
Yeah, but I want them to face a good SEC team, and we won't know because they may be unranked too, LJ. So depending on how they, whoever that first SEC team we play, I want them to beat them by 2 touchdowns. If they beat
That's
them.
not going to happen. I'm just going to tell you. I don't mean to cut you off, but it's not going to happen because I was waiting for this and I looked it up. Week 6 is Georgia. We go to if we beat them, it's barely going to be 3 points.
Now, okay, if we beat them, then okay, then I'm fine. But until because the every year we do this, we blow out our first 3 teams every year.
Yeah.
It never fails. 4 and 5, we may at least we gonna get the win. But maybe at least by 3-point touchdown or something happened in the 4th quarter to where we just barely get by. Week 6 is what determines our whole schedule or our whole record. After week 6, all hell goes. Just we lose the fundamental of football. So if we beat Georgia, then yeah, we gonna go plus 500. If we lose against Georgia, it's reps. It's reps. So
I also want to say that I don't take too much from you about all things Auburn since you wanted Alabama to win during this thing.
Listen, I just want the city on the map. I just want our state on the map.
It is on the map.
It's definitely on the map. It's on the map. It's definitely there.
But I just want us to be known. But
We are known. We are known for that team winning. We actually are known for
trust
both.
me, we're known now
We don't need
after
to be
what
put on the map
happened.
anymore.
We most definitely know now what happened to what just happened.
That had me extremely confused when you said I'm rooting for Auburn to win. I was like, hold on, wait, what?
I was just being a good sportsmanship, just showing good sportsmanship.
Nah, nah. Families have disowned each other over picking Auburn over like Alabama or Auburn against each other. Like,
It's true.
How many people have gotten shot because of Alabama or Auburn?
Oh yeah, trust me, I know.
Now here, right?
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
man.
But yeah,
And it's usually an Alabama fan doing the shooting. I'm just putting it out there.
you ain't lying. That is 100% true. But who y'all? I ain't gonna lie to you. This Indiana team look like it's a stretch. Dad. You may fuss at me, but I'm just gonna say it, 'cause he looked like it. But this Indiana team is pulling a Joe Burrow. They looking good.
they look good, but ain't no Joe Burrow though.
I'm just saying that QB against Alabama.
That communications major.
Oh, wait. Can we talk about that? Can we talk that interview?
No, hold on. Now, time out. He did say that he did not expect to go this far. He did say that. He didn't expect to go this far. So I'm just gonna point that out there. He had a backup plan. No, this was the backup plan. Now the backup plan is no longer the backup plan. So in his defense, he didn't expect to be this good. But go ahead, LJ.
Was that? Hold on. Was that for? We talk about Mendoza, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
Yes, 100%.
The one with
Okay.
the LinkedIn profile, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Like
I'm just making sure.
In the interview, it was it was like 2-3 weeks ago. In the interview, he said he did not expect to go this far. Like yeah.
No, so I know his name. I know his name is Fernando Mendoza.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought he was a white guy with a Michigan name. I really did. That's what I thought.
That's why I call him a communications major. He is a communications man.
Until they started
major.
talking about roasting them pigs on game day during the game. They were talking about how his uncles came down and roasted some pigs. I said, "Oh, he is Latino." I Oh, I thought
Yeah,
I, I, I was, but he got that. He got a doctorate in communications.
Right.
yes.
He,
Like it's like when I found out that Tony Romo was half Latino. Like I was like, wait a minute, what? Like it was. I found that out like last year because I was like, I thought Tony Romo was full Caucasian, but no, he's half Latino.
but they got that man. Well, either his degree or they got him media trained to death.
Oh,
And it just, I sometimes I feel like it's the fakest stuff out there.
it
But
looks like it.
it's, but he can play some football. I, maybe do less interviews and just more football.
But I believe they gonna. I think they gonna win. They just look. I don't know, but they just look too good against Alabama. But they play Oregon, right?
Yes, they do. That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, they're gonna be a good game. Yeah.
So here's the thing about Alabama this year.
Hold on, LJ. They play Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
No,
you talking
no.
about Oregon and what's it called?
Yeah.
No, they play Thursday.
Thursday, they're the game of Thursday and Friday this week.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, go ahead, LJ.
What was I saying? Oh, the thing about Alabama is, I think this was always going to happen
Yeah.
because this is the first time in a long time that Alabama was actually a one-dimensional team. All they could do was pass
Throw
the
it.
ball.
They could not run.
And as soon as Ty Simpson got nervous or scared or whatever, they would put too much pressure on him. The offense is dead. That offense was ran by him because he was the only one that could do something. Because, I mean, he's the quarterback, yeah, whatever. But literally, they couldn't run the ball. And I know people gonna say they ran the ball against Auburn. They surely did. Just because they was able to run the ball once or twice in 2 games, out of the whole body of work, out of the whole season, they have had multiple games where they have been held to like 50, 60 running yards. So it was a foregone conclusion that if they got enough pressure, if a defense got enough pressure on Ty Simpson, they wasn't going to win that game. And that's what ended up happening.
Ty Simpson got exposed, and not only did he get exposed, like he got hurt. He got hurt in a part of it too. That like I don't even think he was really hurt. I just think he was like he couldn't move the ball or anything like that. So he got exposed, and Julius Say, I'm not even gonna call him Julius Say. He's Julian Yamcha at this point. Got exposed too for Ohio State because man, he had a tough go at it. But it could be Walt Saban before. It could have been the extended break, but he was not looking good.
I give him more of a benefit of the doubt than I will give Ty Simpson. He looked, to me, Junior Saint looked more sound than Ty Simpson did. Now you can, and I felt like that whole team at Oklahoma, not Oklahoma, goodness, Ohio State, that whole team as a whole, offensively and defensively, just did not look good. And we believe that's due to the break, but you know.
Like I said, that Indiana team, they hungry. That's all I gotta say. Them boys hungry. I will say this: if they pull the same thing against Oregon, they win the whole thing. I'm sorry, they win the whole thing.
I feel like they're the favorites now.
Yeah. That Alabama game made a statement. The Alabama game literally made a statement. And like I said, if they do the same thing against Oregon, or if they do even worse, they win the whole thing. I just don't see nobody beating them at that point. I just don't.
Indiana's very well rounded. I would say that, but let's not discount how well rounded Ole Miss is right now.
True that. True that.
Yes.
I'm a little upset. I'm just a little upset. I really wanted to see Carson Beck versus Georgia, but I'll take Ole Miss winning it all. I feel like I feel like that's the right thing to do. We have Ole Miss win it after all of the Lane Kiffin drama.
If they win this whole thing, bro, that
Lane Kiffin looks like an idiot, right?
that- he already looked like an idiot, to be honest with you, for
That's true.
leaving the program. Cause
That's true.
you had a team. You can't say he didn't have a championship team. And on top of that, he can't say he had a garbage QB. You got a fantastic QB at Ole Miss. So the only reason, and there's no reason everybody's saying the reason why I love is because of recruitment. Okay, LSU, if you ask certain people, may say they got a better recruiting class than Ole Miss. Then you can say he hate living in Mississippi. I wouldn't blame him if that's the case. I hate living in Mississippi too. I wouldn't blame him. So you can say the
We
reason.
don't live in Mississippi. I mean, we live in against a type of Mississippi, but it's not Mississippi.
No, I'm talking about him.
Uh,
Not us. I know. I'm finna say where we stay is way better than Mississippi. But I'm talking about Lane Kiffin. You can say the reason why he love is because of Mississippi. Okay, LSU, he in the Bayou. All right, cool. I guess. And then the money. Then that's it. You can't say he left because he don't have players. You got everything you can ask for at Ole Miss. The reason why you love is no other than the money, or like I said, unless you want, you just hate Mississippi. The recruiting class you got recruitments. You can get anybody you want to be honest with you. So you can't say that's the reason why you left to go to Mississippi, not Mississippi, go to LSU. And then that's the only thing I can see is because he just left for the money. You had a good team. They only lost 1 or 2 games. They lost 1 game, right?
one, yep, the
Yeah.
Georgia game,
Yeah.
and they got their revenge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I meant to ask y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, and I'm gonna come back to that like Kiffin thing. So in the playoffs, we saw Alabama beat Oklahoma,
All right.
and then we saw Georgia lose to Ole Miss.
All right.
So every time there's been a rematch in the college playoff, the opponent that lost won.
Right.
Didn't Oregon face Indiana this year? Indiana won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the same thing going to happen, or is that just an SEC thing?
I think that's. Here's my problem. I think Indiana is exempt from that rule this year, because Oregon, while they are a good team, they like who they beat up. They beat up on Texas Tech, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Talking about Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about for this for the playoff?
For the playoffs? Yeah. It was
Because
just-
they whooped on JMU, and they beat Texas Tech. If I'm wrong,
No, it was
you're
Texas
right.
Tech.
Yeah, you're right. It's Texas Tech.
okay.
They were number 4.
Indiana is a different cat this year. Like they are a different cat. Like that is a really good team. Because like all season long, I was like, okay, like when they beat Oregon, I said, okay, we got to take them seriously. You got to take them real serious right now. And then when they beat Ohio State in the championship game, I was like, oh, okay, this team's for real. You know what I'm saying? This team's real because they're loaded everywhere. Like defensively, they're stout offensive line, defensive line, quarterback, receiver, running back. They got players everywhere. So like if Indiana is I think Indiana handles Oregon pretty well this week. I think it may be like a 10-point game or something like that, but it's gonna be like Indiana like dominated the game, but Oregon stuck around because they're Oregon. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell you, if Indiana come out and blow out Oregon, they win the whole thing. That's all. They win the whole thing.
if there's ever a time for Indiana to win a national championship, it is this year.
Yeah.
But that goes back to Ole Miss. If it's any time for Ole Miss to win a
Oh yeah,
championship,
absolutely. Because not only do they have the players, they have the motivation more than
Right.
anything. You know what I'm saying? And you know who's happy they're motivated? I know you're going to bring up Lane Kiffin because he gets paid either way. Because LSU is paying him for every
that's
game.
the stupidest part of a contract I've ever read in my life.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Because you going to take me away from a playoff game. Y'all going to pay me if this team wins. You know. So, yes, I absolutely love it.
So stupid.
It's gonna be interesting, but I would say, to be honest with, here's my prediction: Indiana versus Ole Miss. I'm just gonna say it. That's how I see it. That's who I think gonna win. I mean, that's who I think gonna be in the finals. Indiana versus Ole Miss.
When Ole Miss beat Georgia after the refs tried everything they could to
Tried
give it to
everything.
to give it to Georgia, you know, you just got to give it up to them. They're gonna. I got them winning. I got them winning, going to the national championship. I got Ole Miss going. I don't have faith in Miami. Miami's a good team, but I don't have faith in Miami like that.
No, not with Carson Beck out there. No.
Now we can say he also too got a chip on his shoulder because his girlfriend.
He can have all that he won't, but just.
We can say that. We can say his motivation is his girlfriend.
Get out of here.
Yeah. But that's what I think. I got Indiana versus Ole Miss. But let's talk about the NFL. Cause I'm sorry the Bills are gonna lose. It's gonna be Seattle and New England. That's what I'm going with.
That's where we're
I
starting
don't
with
want
the
to
NFL.
see that. I don't want to
That,
see that.
bruh, Seattle, I don't know what they got. I don't know who they fed, who they trainers are, who they coaches are. Seattle, they just look like a different breed out there. Patriots, same way. That QB, whoever the QB is for the Patriots, he doing his
Drake
thing.
May.
He doing his thing. I just don't see Bo Nix. Bo Nix still got a little tweaking he got to do. I just don't see him doing that. But Jacksonville and the Bills, I'm giving it to Trevor Lawrence. He's on fire right now. This year, I'm sorry, but I don't think the Bills gonna beat Jackson. I'm just saying. Trevor Lawrence, he doing his thing this year. Go ahead, Dad.
You think Trevor Lawrence is going to be Josh Allen this year?
I'm just saying, Trevor Lawrence looking good.
In the year that Josh Allen has to prove everything.
I will say this: he do got a chip on his shoulders. Out of all the teams who's in the playoffs, the Bills are the number one team being looked at right now. So I will say he do got a huge chip on his shoulders. Because if he loses this first round, he ain't gonna hit the last game. So,
As he should.
but
I already mentioned this. I said it a couple weeks ago.
You did.
This should be Josh Allen's game. Now, I'm not going to sit here and know that if the Buffalo is really healthy or he got enough weapons to actually win. But the whole thing has been that Josh Allen has only ever been defeated by Mahomes. Mahomes is not in this.
mm-hmm.
This should be your year that you at least make it to. I said make it to the Super Bowl. I want him to win it. He's supposed to win it, but at least make it to the Super Bowl. If he doesn't make it to the Super Bowl, you have to say he's a choker in the playoffs.
But he going against some good teams out there now.
You believe in Jacksonville like that?
You get all right. So he get past Jacksonville.
Maybe 2 wide receivers from Jacksonville.
Hold on. So he get past Jacksonville. Look. He get past Jacksonville. Then he got to. I'm saying the Patriots all the way. He getting past Jacksonville. Then he got to play the Patriots. If he beat the Patriots, because like I said, I don't think the Patriots gonna lose first round. If he beat the Patriots, Then he got to worry.
Actually, he will play Denver. He'll probably play Denver.
Do you think he got enough? After all that, do you think they will have enough to beat Denver? If Denver even making that far,
They'll play. He will play Denver round 2, and he will beat Denver.
oh yeah, Denver, yeah. So,
I mean,
so
it doesn't matter who they face. He's supposed to win it and get to the Super Bowl.
yes,
It
that's the
doesn't
point.
matter. It doesn't matter who he facing.
But how-
it was the only no. It doesn't matter who he faces.
so if he lose, what's gonna happen?
He's a choker.
Oh, man. So if he lose,
He can't lose. He can't lose at any round.
Damn.
He
The
cannot
only
lose
time
at
he
any
has
round.
ever lost in the playoffs was to Mahomes. Every single time he was in the playoffs, he lost to Mahomes.
Only way he would get a pass if he throws for 500 yards and the defense is just trash. Like that's the only way he will get the pass.
Or they pull a
And there has to be the Super Bowl.
Or-
It can't be any other week.
So-
he has to will his team to win every other week.
So
it has to be like throw for 500 yards in the Super Bowl. Defense collapsed, and he lost the game by a field goal last second.
What if he loses? What if his team loses how the Baltimore lost to Steelers yesterday? Do he get a pass?
That's on him. He should have had more points.
Yes, he's still a choker. I don't know why we're not understanding this. Like he's unless it happens in the Super Bowl, like he's still a bona fide choker.
But he
Me
gonna.
and Dad on the same page. I don't know.
But I'm just saying, this year he gonna get some good teams. Now.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
The playoffs have never been more wide open. It has never been more wide open.
Oh man, I can't wait for them to play because if they lose, I don't know what.
So,
I'll do.
so this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. If he wins the Super Bowl, okay, yeah, he gonna be in the Hall of Fame. If he loses in the Super Bowl, okay, still in the Hall of Fame. If he loses in the championship, the conference championship game, man, he's a choker. If he loses in the second round, man, that's a horrible ass choke job. He loses in the final game. I don't care what he does ever again. He's not getting in the Hall of Fame. Don't give him no jacket. Don't give him no rings. I don't care. He don't deserve not one thing. He don't deserve any MVPs anymore. Nothing.
Damn.
If he doesn't get to the Super Bowl this year,
So no choice. He gotta go to the Super
He
Bowl.
gotta get to
he
the
has
Super
to
Bowl.
get to the Super
The
Bowl.
Josh Allen legacy, he has to get to the Super Bowl.
Now tell me deep. Now both of y'all. I'm gonna start with that first. Deep down, your honest opinion. Do you actually believe? And then LJ, you next. Do you actually believe he can pull it off? Your honest opinion, deep down, after seeing all these teams playing that he got to play against, Seattle, all them teams, everybody else. Do you actually believe he can pull this off?
I say
Deep down.
so. So deep down, I think Josh Allen is the favorite, to be honest, because he has out of most of the teams, he's had the most success
Uh-huh.
in the playoffs. Because Denver, Bo Nix hasn't been in the position. Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence is a bona fide choker in the playoffs. Justin Herbert's a choker. Drake May never been there. C.J. Stroud, he's pretty good, but he's not. He hasn't been proven yet. And Aaron Rodgers is 176 years old. So like, in the AFC, like it's literally the year for Buffalo. It's literally the year for Buffalo to get there. So like if it was a betting man, if there were odds stacked, Josh Allen would be the favorite on all the teams.
Is there a team? Are you a little worried on a team that can they can make them lose? Are you worried?
New England, but
New England? Okay.
yeah, but he should beat them. If Josh Allen is his big savior that everybody talks about how great Josh Allen is, he needs to at the very least get to the Super Bowl. At the very least.
All right, LJ. Deep down, do you actually believe out of all the teams that they got to play against, do you actually believe he got what it takes? Deep down.
I want you to look. I want everybody to look me deep in the eyes. Because this is what I got to say. I just want y'all to know. I want him to lose. I want him to lose. Because I want to just say he's a choker. I want this. I really do. I think every team, I want him to lose first round. If he goes out first round, it's going to be the funniest thing ever. The meme's going to be on point, and it's going to be great. So I want him to lose.
You want him to lose?
I want him to lose.
Who? Oh, go ahead.
If he has to, if he gets through Jacksonville, because I would love for him to lose to Jacksonville, actually. Now, if he gets through Jacksonville and has to play the Broncos, then we have a conundrum. Because I don't want the Broncos to ever win while they have Bo Nix. And then I just want to see what's going to lose, and so I can just call him the hardest choker in playoff history. So I will be watching that game very intently, praying that a meteor hits them and both teams get disqualified.
But here's the thing though. He got a hard schedule ahead of him. He got Jacksonville. Hold on. He got Jacksonville. If he beat Jacksonville, you got Bo Nix them. If you beat that, let's say the Patriots make all the way. You got the Patriots. If he beat the Patriots, he gotta go. I'm going with Seattle, and Seattle is going crazy right now. He gotta face Seattle. Those are four of probably the. Go ahead.
No, I thought Seattle was in the NFC, not the AFC.
They are in the NFC. He's talking about the Super Bowl. I hope he's talking about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm talking about Super Bowl. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
talking
talking about Super Bowl. Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
I'm talking about Super Bowl. And then you face Seattle, which I'm just saying I'm just guessing that they're gonna make it. I don't see nobody touching them for real. But
The Rams.
you think yeah?
I think the Rams go to the Super Bowl.
But either way it go, they got a hard time to get to the Super Bowl. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to get at.
And I'm gonna sit here and say to you, it does not matter. He is supposed to be the same thing was always said about Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. You know, both of them were in the same division for years, and they were the reason why either didn't make it to the other didn't. You know, if they was both in the playoffs. If they both was in the playoffs, 9 times out of 10, they was going to face each other. Tom Brady stopped Peyton Manning from going to the Super Bowl many, many times. Peyton Manning stopped Tom maybe twice. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think he beat him maybe twice, maybe 3 times. But he did it, and he won Super Bowls. He got through his beast. Not many times, but he did it. We have been saying that Josh Allen is the number 2 quarterback in the NFL for the past up 10 seasons.
Between him and Lamar. I want to dump on Lamar. It's between him and Lamar.
We can talk about Lamar later. The problem is, he has always lost to Mahomes. Mm-hmm. This is his time to show that I can win a Super Bowl. My white whale is Mahomes. But because he's not here right now, I'm the problem. So he needs to be the problem. And the solution is not there. Unless he's just a choker and the solution is the playoffs. So which one is it? I want to know. And I hope the solution is the playoffs.
All I gotta say, he got a hard ass way to get to win the Super Bowl.
I don't think it's as hard as you're making it out to be.
I
don't think it is because it's so wide open. There's no number 1 favorite.
It is wide open, but if he make it, he gotta be at least if this goes this way, at least 2 number 1 teams.
can I be honest with you? I don't know what you're trying to do, but like the playoffs are always a tough road for every team. Because it's the best of the best in the playoffs. Like you don't make the playoffs unless you're a really good team. So every team got a hard road to go through. So like it's a matter of like it's going to be tough because it's supposed to be. It's the playoffs.
Right.
He needs to rise above it. That's the problem. That's what me and LJ are saying. Josh Allen needs to be that guy. Because if he's not that guy, he has no excuses. He don't have Patrick Mahomes in his way. He don't have Lamar Jackson in his way this year. He has nobody but himself.
I got you. I just when they play, because I need when they play.
I think it was Sunday.
I got it right here. They play Sunday at 10 a.m. First game on Sunday.
Dad, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be glued to that TV.
No, I watch all these playoff games.
Oh man, I can't wait. This is gonna be this is gonna be exciting year for these playoffs, especially college football too. This is gonna be a good year. I don't know, man. I want my Detroit Lions to be in there. The Steelers in there, but Aaron Rodgers, I'd be surprised if they even win the first round. I'm just happy that they in there. That's all. But
Can I just say this?
yeah, go ahead.
Can I just say this real quick? Number one, Steelers shouldn't even be in there. That's number one.
All because of a field goal.
No, because of the field goal.
Boswell missed too. Boswell missed the kick before that too. So like, I don't want to hear that.
All because of field goal.
All because of a field goal.
But number two, I'm so tired of these people. They were like, "Oh, he's back. He's about to win the Super Bowl." That man's not. They getting out first round.
Anybody saying they're still going to Super Bowl is not competent. They can beat the Texans. I can see them beating the Texans.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I hope CJ Stroud just tears them apart. I hate to say that because I really do like the Steelers and I like Mike Tomlin. They have just made me mad because Shadur Sanders is supposed to be on that team and it's supposed to be their quarterback of the future. If they had Shadur Sanders on that team with Aaron Rodgers, I would be fine. I would have no issues.
I literally called it in the beginning. The reason why they didn't get Shador is because of Aaron Rodgers. That's the reason why. Why that? I don't know. I'm just glad that he had a better record than the what's it called at the end. I don't care. Even though he had a whole bunch of interceptions, I don't care. He still had a better record than what's it called. But yeah. And then, but the thing is though, is quote unquote Aaron Rodgers are in talks of coming back next year.
He's not
God
coming back.
damn, no, he does not need to come back. He needs to sit his.
He need to go home.
He needs to go home, go smoke his ayahuasca, whatever that.
Ayahuasca.
That, and be on Pat McAfee's show. That's it. That's all he needs to go do.
He finna go on a political run after he get done.
Okay, and he got too much CTE for that. So let's not do
but
that.
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know. That Seattle team just look completely crazy. San Francisco, they might do something. I don't know. But that's gonna be a good game against the Eagles. I don't know. I wanna get y'all opinion on that game. That's my most anticipated game for the first round. Is that game right there. And then we end on that note. Dad, who you think? San Francisco or the Eagles for that one?
San Francisco by 20.
But damn, not 20.
I thought the Eagles defense
What
was okay.
I'm about to say? Why 20? Hold on, why 20?
I don't believe in the Eagles. I'm a Washington fan. You think I'm gonna give the Eagles a chance?
Yeah.
No. we forgot about that. we were just like 20. Like I thought these still had a defense.
No, their defense is okay.
No.
Their offense is stagnant.
I know
it's stagnant. It's very stagnant. It should be a lot better than what it is. They have too much talent to not be that great. So
Wes McCoy can't throw the ball longer than 5 yards. That's all.
Who you talking about, OJ?
The quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
You know, I'm a Jalen Hurts fan, but like, you know, they've been hot garbage this year on offense. But you know, it is what it is. Both receivers still got over 1,000 yards, so there's that. You know,
Yeah, because they had to run for it. They caught that ball at the 5 yards up and go.
All I know that game I'm even though I'm gonna be at work or whatever that game. So I don't know. I probably be at work. I don't know. Either way, it go, I'm gonna be at work regardless of what they do. Whenever they play, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. If it's on my TV or on my phone, either one. Probably gonna be on my phone since I'm be at work. But LJ, who you got? San Francisco or Philadelphia?
I don't really. I really don't know. So I've been watching football. Well, okay, I've been watching football, but I haven't been watching it. It's just been on, and then I look over and be
Right.
like, "Oh, that was a good play," and then I go back to whatever I was doing. Um, I don't pay that much attention like I pay with college. But I saw the 49ers game last week. It was a really good game, and I felt like they should have ran it out. I seen Eagles games this year, so I've actually watched them. And every time I see them, I just like, this is goddamn boring, and y'all just can't do nothing. So offensively, I think it should be not a beatdown, but I do think they beat them by like 2 scores. It'd probably be 10. Dad said 20. I'm gonna say 10.
To be honest, I really don't know. I don't know who gonna win now. But that was gonna be a good one, in my opinion. But I don't know. I don't know who I got for that one. But other than that, Dad, what you got to say to these folks before we head
um, shout out to everybody who listens to us, whatever. Excuse me, whatever platform you listen to us on. And the, we had 6 so far. It's been 7 head coaches been fired
out? Oh yeah. Yep.
today. So like John Harbaugh being somewhat surprising, but probably gonna be more if since John Harbaugh's out there, there might be another somebody might like fire their coach to get John Harbaugh, or John Harbaugh's going to the Browns and go coach Shador.
They That's what's going to happen. They're going to switch coaches.
Possibly.
LJ, what you got for these folks?
Thanks for listening. 2, Josh Allen. I have to finish it off. Josh Allen has to win for me to say he can be in the greats of the greats of the greats. Statistically, he should be, but he's right now. He just seems like he's the biggest choker, and if he loses to any of those teams before he gets to the Super Bowl, he is a choker, and I'm ready for the memes. That's all I gotta say.
My thing, my closing remarks. I don't know. Josh Allen got a hard road ahead of him. That's all I gotta say. Cause you got the Carolina Panthers, who's in with a losing record, but Josh Allen he facing probably the two or maybe 3 top 5 NFL teams in the franchise. So he got a long road ahead of him. That's all I got to say. He got a long road ahead of him. If he got to get to the Super Bowl. I mean, if he gonna win the Super Bowl. So Josh Allen, like, well, I will say this: all eyes is on Josh Allen, especially since Patrick Mahomes went down. All eyes been on not Patrick. All eyes been on Josh Allen. So I will say he got a huge out of everybody who's playing in the playoffs right now. The Bills got a huge chip on his shoulder just because of their beef or rivalry with Patrick Mahomes. So I will say that. So he do got some stuff he gotta do. So, but we'll see. And then Auburn, they They be good in the first half, and the second half, I don't know what happened. So I ain't finna get my hopes up until week 6, and we play Georgia. If we beat Georgia, especially if we blow them out, then okay. If we don't, it's gonna be like every year. Either we gonna be 6-8 or 5-7. Maybe 7-5 if we upset a couple SEC teams. I don't know. But other than that, my name is Randall. With me as always, my boy LJ and OG Dad himself. And together we go by the name of the 2-for-1 Special Podcast. Hopefully y'all guys enjoy this episode. And we will see y'all on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.